Hello everyone, welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. Welcome back to Thrift Less February. I am so fired up right now. I just went over my numbers for the week, and yesterday I hit a little bit of like a kind of a wall, like, oh, I gotta keep doing this. Like, I really enjoy going out and shopping, as most of you do. It hasn't been as hard as I thought it was going to be to just be in. It's been kind of gloomy here in Central Mass this week, so I've just been hunkering down and working probably harder than I've ever worked on my business as far as like just staying focused and listing. So today I just have some numbers for you. I'm actually only going over numbers from February 1st to yesterday, February 6th. So this really only covers 6 days. Ideally, I should have done a full week. However, I happened to shower today and put on makeup, so today's the day because I can't guarantee that's going to happen tomorrow on Saturday. So I thought I would jump on here really quick. Lulu's hanging out in the background, but I'm just going to give you some numbers, and I hope this inspires you, or I hope it just gives you some information. I have heard from so many people. I said this in my last video. I don't think I've ever gotten so many comments on a video. And I think it's because this is something we can all relate to. I know that there is that small percentage of people, and my hat is off to you, those people who are able to not shop until everything is listed. And I have never been that person. So let's get into the numbers. This is going to be a quick video. So I'm just going to run through what's happening right now. So sorry if I'm looking down at my notes, but I just wrote everything down. This week, I went through, so now, as you know, I just started with that big rolling rack in my basement. I have lots of things to get to, but that big rolling rack had approximately 105 items on it, and then like a couple scattered pieces around. So I'm going to address that. So from that general area that you saw in my video the other day, I donated 28 pieces, 28. Some were damaged pretty bad that I hadn't even seen up close. Some I just didn't feel like selling anymore. So this is all from unlisted inventory. This is not from current stuff. So I donated 28 pieces. I pulled 30 pieces to consign, and I've divided those into 2 bags. I'm targeting 2 consignment stores this week. One is just a walk-in. The other place I need to make an appointment. So I'm going to do the walk-in one over the weekend and schedule an appointment for next week for the other place. I sold 23 pieces this week. So since February 1st, I have made 23 sales. And my average selling price, I really made some low offers. I went down to the bottom of my listings, and I did like a 3 for 23, which I've never done before, but just did like in parentheses or did some little icon or whatever next to it that said these items are 3 for $23 or as listed. So I didn't sell a bundle of 3 for 23, but somebody did go in and choose one of those items, and I sold it for like $12. So I have some lower priced items, but I had 2 high-priced items this week sell. I had a Club Monaco sweater that I just bought at the bins that sold for $100. That was huge. I was really excited about that because it was only listed a few days. And then I just sold last night a Zara military jacket that's absolutely beautiful for $93. Other than that, my prices were on the lower side. Anyway, I sold 23 items since last week. My average selling price was $28.87. Typically, I'm above 30, but I'm really happy with that because I'm moving stuff. My sales in total for the first 6 days of February has been $664. So that's what I've done in sales. That does not include my buying cost. I'm not sharing cost of goods with this. You can average that. My average cost of goods is about $4. It's also not factoring in the offers to likers, like if I'm giving discounted shipping, which I did in a couple of these things. I sold 2 bundles. One was a 3-piece bundle. One was a 2-piece bundle. And I believe both of them had discounted shipping. So anyway, just keep all that in mind. I'm just giving you kind of like big picture stuff here. So sales were 664, average selling price $28.87. I listed, this is the big one, right? Since this is my listing challenge for myself. And I'm so proud of everybody who has written in and is also doing this with me. Oh, I wanted to print out like a listing chart. I know that they have them the listing challenge that Poshmark did. I don't know if it's still available online, but I want to download that because I really like having the visual. I've just been like marking it in my calendar every day. I've listed 64 items. So if you remember, my goal was to list 7 items a day so that I would be at 203, technically speaking, by the end of February. 29 days in February, 7 listings a day would equal 203 listings at the end of the month. So I'm already at 64 items listed. Some of those, maybe a couple of those I may have done on January 31st, but I had a couple sales on the 31st and I just went the day after that. So I think I started listing late that night. So maybe technically it's 60 or something, but 64 items since my last sale on January 31st. So that is above average for what I wanted to do because my goal was to do 7 a day. I'm averaging about 10.2 items per day or 10.3 items a day. I had said that I was going to spend 15 minutes a day on eBay and cross-posting. That is the one thing I have not done. I just started last night. I use Vendoo. I absolutely love Vendoo. They are now out of their beta phase and they are charging. So I finally got back on Vendoo because I hadn't signed up since the beta ended. So I got back on and I cross-posted 3 items to eBay last night. And I must say I'm very proud of myself and I'm going to continue. I think 3 a day is good. I said 15 minutes a day. So either one. I'm either going to do 3 cross-posts a day or 15 minutes. That's not like my biggest priority right now. My biggest priority is getting rid of the clutter. So we'll see how that goes. What else do I have here? So I have my ASP. Oh, this is not a huge deal, but I have 11 listings ready to go in my camera and I have about 5 drafts. So that just tells me today's going to be a good day too. I haven't listed anything. I'm filming this on Friday the 7th, and this will go out tonight. So probably by the time you see this, my 64 will probably be at like 71 or 72 because I plan on listing more tonight. What else? Oh, I had 2 direct sales. So in my last video, when I showed the pieces that I was going to bring to a consignment store, I told everybody if there's anything in this video you want, I will ship it to you $15 shipped, no shipping. So 2 people reached out. So I sold 2 pieces from that haul. I sold the leopard pink leggings and I also sold the Athleta tunic. So those are out the door too. So in total, and this is what I'm going for, I have 81 pieces that are out of my house. So the 30 that are in my car and ready to go to consignment, the 28 that I donated, and then the 23 that I sold. Just 81 pieces gone. And since I'm not shopping, I'm not bringing new pieces into the house just yet. So just a really good feeling. And it's Friday, so I'm really hoping to move some stuff this weekend. Usually weekends are a big sourcing time for me. I love to go to the bins early in the morning when my kids are all sleeping. Sometimes my husband and I will just take off to New Hampshire to go to the bins. That's not going to happen. I am planning a trip to the bins next Thursday, provided I hit my halfway point, which my original goal was to list 100 items before I go sourcing again. Today I'm going to do a couple of exchanges at TJ Maxx. I don't know if that counts. I have to go pick up presents and party things for the organization that my husband and I belong to, Birthday Witches. It's a nonprofit that puts on birthday parties for children in local shelters, and we do the deliveries to the shelters once a month for the birthday parties. So we deliver gifts all wrapped up in gift bags. We deliver cupcakes. We deliver like the party supplies. So I have to go pick up all those things. And then tomorrow morning, we will be delivering to our shelters. So while I'm there, I have a couple of yellow tags that I need to exchange at TJ Maxx. So
we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
I'm interrupting this video to bring you a very special confession. I don't even know. Okay, so I was out today, and as you know, I mentioned I had to go do pickups for Birthday Wishes. So I went there, did my pickup, went to TJ Maxx. There was nothing there. I realized I had forgotten my returns for TJ Maxx, but I had something to go back to Sierra Post. So I went there. I didn't have my receipt, and the item that I was bringing back, I paid $25 for, and it was only worth $15. So I left there empty-handed, both places empty-handed. And then I drove by Savers, and before anybody gets mad at me, I had a customer who made a special request for an item when she saw my last video. It's a really great customer who's looking for something in particular. So I said, I'm just gonna run to Savers and look just specifically for her. So I was in there, and I ended up picking up an American Eagle belt for my daughter. I was looking in the sports bra section, which is what my customer requested, and I didn't see anything there. So then I walked down the shoe aisle, and I found Rothy's, brand new Rothy's. For the first time, I am just stunned. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be in there. I actually felt guilty when I found them because I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here, but here they are. They are new. They are new. New Rothy's without tag, size 6.5. I've never found Rothy's before. I've never seen them in a thrift store, obviously, because I would have purchased them. And these are brand new. Not only are these Rothy's brand new, they are the limited edition Zodiac collection from January 2019, I believe was the release. I believe these are Aquarius. So I am going to insert the some of the comps on these. There are people that are in search of these, and they're saying, you know, in search of Rothy's, Zodiac, Libra, or, you know, Pisces, whatever. So nobody in one person. So one person did an in search of, and then they put $199, meaning that's what they would spend. And then someone else. So when people are looking for something on Poshmark, they'll just write ISO, in search of, which means they aren't selling it. It's something that they're looking for. So 2 were listed there, and then someone else had a pair listed for $275. And I think somebody else may have had $199 for them used. So I cannot believe I found these. They are size 6.5. This is what they look like. So they're navy, and they're loafers. They're rounded toe loafers. They don't have the pointed toe. And something interesting about Rothy's that I didn't know until I started to research these is the insert comes out like this. I mean, these are brand spanking new. They are a 6.5. I paid $10 for them. I just can't believe it. I wasn't supposed to be there. So I guess when I go shopping after I hit my 100, I can only get 19 items now because I bought these. I hope you'll all forgive me and understand that this was the most exciting confession I could have ever made. Found Rothy's. Anyways, that's that. Comment below if you have heard of the Zodiac collection, and let me know what you think I should price them at. I'm thinking I might list them for $249 or $225. I really don't know what people will pay for these. Anyways, that's all. Now back to the regular scheduled programming where I say I'm not going to thrift. I feel really bad actually that I went in there, but I hope you'll all understand. And I am going to continue to grind away. That's all. 81 items out the door, 64 items listed. I'm going strong. I'm feeling really good. Next week, I'm going to do a video for you about the photo apps that I use, and that's my plan. So let me know how you're doing. Comment below. This has been a good experience for me. And what I've also realized is I'm just kind of scratching the surface. My next step, now that rack, I have 4 items left on the rack, but once I get to those today, that rack will be clear. My next step is to pull all the peripheral stuff, like the things that I picked up and gave to my daughter that she doesn't want, that I'm going to have to sell, or the things that I showed you on that table on week 1. There's things from everywhere, so I'm going to bring them all back in, put them back on the rack, and start over. So I'm going to tackle my next chunk of items over the weekend, and I will report back next week. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and turn on the bell notifications to know when I release a video. That's all. Lulu, you're very sleepy today. You want to say hi to everyone? You're such a lazy girl. All right, everyone. Happy Friday. Get listing, get selling, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.